Hi. Well, I just thought I'd cook you up something else. Haven't done some cooking for a while on YouTube, so here we go. So what I've decided to do is, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but I think it's called a Borscht, and apparently it is Russian. And this is from a weekly booklet a couple of weeks ago, so it's from week 25. So if you're interested in doing it, I would class it nearly as a soup, but a thick, chunky one. So all it says first up is to simply heat half the oil in a large saucepan and add the onion and fry that up. So that's all I've done. So I started that before we started filming. So, and then it says to take it off and put it into a small bowl. So that's it there. And what I'll do is I'll just turn that down a little bit. And then it says to put the rest of the oil, so I've used 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So that's there. And then I've cut up about 300 to 400 grams of chuck steak. So I'm just going to fry that off. Well, we're halfway through July and it's getting cooler, so we're definitely looking for more chunky foods and things that are satisfying and filling, so hopefully this one will be a good one. A member from my Runaway Bay meeting cooked this up a couple of weeks ago and she gave me a takeaway container and it was absolutely beautiful, so that's what made me decide to cook this. So I'm just going to brown that meat off. While that's browning off. So the next instruction says add beef and cook, stir for 5 minutes or until browned, and then it says to return the onion to the pan. So we've got that ready to go. And I've actually got to put in a couple of bay leaves in the next few steps, but I like to put mine in when it's dry cooking, so I'll just put those in. And I'll just turn it back up again just to brown it off. Okay, so what have we got? So I'm just waiting for that to brown off. Okay, so I'm going to place the onion back into it. So there's our onion. So I just bought chuck steak and I cut off all the fat actually, and I'll just show you how much fat was off that. And I've just put it into a Glad bag, and that will go to the Poocherama. So that's a little treat for him. But there's always a fair bit of fat, I think, on chuck steak, so you need to probably trim that. Okay, so the next instruction, it says to simply add the beetroot. So I've cut up, it says 600 grams of beetroot, or about 3 medium-sized ones. So I'm going to pop that in. And to have beetroot in a meal is very unusual, isn't it? So hopefully this will turn out beautiful. Right, so I've got that in there. And then the next thing it says to put in is a diced potato. So it's just 1 medium potato. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And I've just diced them into about 1 centimetre or 2 centimetre squares. I've got that. Actually, oh no, it was cut up. There you go. Okay, so we've got that. And then the next one it says is to put in, it actually has got only 1 carrot in it, but I've done 2 big carrots in mine, so again, just to try and bulk it out a little bit more. So there's 2 big carrots in there. That looks pretty bright and colourful, doesn't it? Very nice, very nice. Okay, so that's, we've got that there. And then it says to add in your tin of tomatoes. So I've got a 400-gram tin of Armano tomatoes, so crushed. So in they go. And I just actually like to get everything out of the tin. So I just empty that in. I've got that. So we've got the tin of tomatoes and then the stock. And now it says stock, so we're looking at adding in, what have I got, 3 cups of stock. So I will just, 1, 2, about 2.5 tablespoons. And I've already boiled the water earlier, so that was ready to go. So there's 1, 2, and 3 cups of water into there. Okay. And then we've also got some red wine vinegar, and it says to add in 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. So we've got 1 and 2. Okay, so that's in there. Now let me just read through this. So it says now to 3 cups of beef stock, 1 cup of water, bring to boil, reduce heat and simmer, and cover for 1 hour. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to transfer that into my crock pot, and I've got a big crock pot up here. My big crock pot. So I'll transfer that into here and I'll show you later on how it turns out. Thank you very much.